Thank you for joining me today. I thought it'd be fun we'd take a good look at Transformers collaborations with Canon cameras Nemesis Prime R5. So let's just bring this up closer, and I love the product shots of Nemesis Prime R5 in his camera mode and here in his robot mode. Absolutely beautiful. Here on the side of the packaging, we'll just flip it this way. We have a nice product shot of Nemesis R5 in his camera mode. Flip it back and look at all this beautiful product shots that we have here of Nemesis Prime R5. And here on the other side is a nice product shot in him in his robot mode. So let's get Nemesis Prime R5 out of packaging. Alright, here we go. And you know what we say. Goodbye, box. We have instructions. I'm keeping those. Alright. So here we have Nemesis Prime R5, and this looks amazing. I really do. So let's get a better close with this guy out of the packaging. And here we have Nemesis Prime R5 out of packaging, and I am just taken away by this. This is just so awesome. This just looks... this is 80% to scale of what the actual R5 looks like, but the details to this is just incredible. Look at all these little details. That is just, oh, you can wind, oh, that is just too funny. And then we have a spring loaded there. Oh, that is, oh, you can turn that as well. Oh, that is just too funny. Oh, just certain things you can just turn is just really cool, but you can't really, this is the only thing you can actually push is a button, so that's really cool. Oh my god. And just like an actual camera, or should I say a Canon camera, let's get that right in there, and now we just turn that around, and now we actually have our camera. And we're just going to take the cap off. There we go. And that is just amazing how clear that lens is. That is just... I am just so amazed by this right now. That is just so awesome. To transform Nemesis Prime R5 into his robot mode, we actually want to start in the back here, and we're actually going to start with this section here. And what we're just going to do, we're just going to pull that apart, and then we're going to open up this section. And then we're going to flip out this panel. We're going to take the legs, and now we're going to push them down this way. We're going to take this cover, push that close, and close up in that port right there. Split the legs open, and we're just going to bring these parts down because they're going to turn into the legs. As we do so, it will bring out the toes, flip those out, and then take this cover to meet up with the shins, and that takes care of the legs. We're going to do the same thing here on the other side. Bring out that toe and push in that cover. So now we have the legs done. The arms, we want to come here to the lens, and we just want to pull that out and then push it further back here. And now what we were going to try to do is push this all out. Oh, there we go. Okay. And now this section here, we actually want to spread out. There we go. Kind of get that spread out, but we want to come here to the back. We kind of want to make sure that we're splitting this part, and now we can take this section here, and we just want to fold that right in. And now we want to take this other section, fold that sea salt this way, and then fold it up in the other panel. There we go. But this section right here where it says Canon, we actually just wanted to push that up. And now since it's on this kind of slider, just push it down. And we do have a little bit of a peg and a slot, so we just want to push that in, and we're just going to have this hanging off to the side for right now. Coming back here to the arms, we're just going to bring this part out. So this part here will just fill in this whole gap right there. So just bring that in like so. And we're just going to bring this flap down. There we go. And now this is going to lift up over this, and there will be a snap. So now that's secured into place. We actually have a hole, we have a peg, and clip that into place. Same thing here on the other side. We just want to plug that right into the side. There we go. Take the lens right here, and we want to collapse it inwards. There we go. And we want to come here to the side right here. I know it's going to be a little hard, but right here, see if I can bring this section out. There we go. And it's going to be pushed in, if you can see. Come here to the arms. And you want to bring out the hands. There we go. Come over here. Do the same thing. There we go. And now we have Nemesis Prime R5 fully transformed into his robot mode. This thing is nuts. I can't believe it transformed into this something this big. I'm in awe about this figure because I love that it's all black. We have the nice teal looking colors that we're going around here. And especially around here on his head. Really nice touch. I love the Decepticon symbol that we have here as well. This is absolutely like hardly much of a backpack kibble here. Just a little bit of there, but you know, that is forgivable. I'm loving this. This is such an incredible piece. One awesome feature is his hands. Let's see if I can. And one of them is his thumb, that you can actually pose the thumb going back and forth. That is really nice. And one of the index fingers you can pose differently. And I just like to do that. And now he's going through the Darth Vader chokehold. So that is nice of a posability for the hands. Articulation. You can rotate Nemesis Prime's head all the way around. And you can kind of get the face straight up. That is really nice. The arms you can rotate not completely 360 because of the back kibble that we have here. But you can bring the arms out that far out. Let's see here. We do have a bicep swivel. We even have a bend at the elbow. We also have wrist articulation, and as I just showed off, there are actually finger articulation, which is absolutely beautiful. We do not have a waist swivel. You can bring his leg that far back. You can bring his leg that high up. And the bend at the knee, which is really nice, is when you actually bend it, they kind of give you some nice covering there. But you can get the knee that far. And we do not have any ankle articulation. We do have a thigh swivel. So there is some posability for him. It's just, I feel like it's lacking in the waist and in the legs. You can actually take the cap, and there's actually a handle in here, and there's actually a tab. So what you can do, we want to open up his hand, move the thumb out of the way, and we have a slot right side in that palm. So we just take this, kind of get the fingers out of the way, and get that tabbed in. There we go. And there we go. We have his shield. So that is, I think that's pretty cool. I like that. It's some use for the lens, so you're just not left with a random lens hanging around. He also comes with a smaller Canon camera. That's the replica of what he actually is. And this is just... that is just too funny. I love that. And we also have a tab here. So you come here to the other hand. And now... get the thumb out of the way. Place it in the other palm. There we go. Get those fingers gripped around that camera. Get the thumb over it. And now, for some odd reason, Nemesis Prime could become the paparazzi. And I don't know if I read correctly, but apparently he comes with the Allspark. And that's what we have right here. But the only problem I have with this is that it feels really cheap. That's my only problem with this. Is I wish this was... I felt like it was a better plastic. But we open this up, and just going to push this out. Come on, there we go. So now we have this hole, and now we can actually take this. Alright, there we go. And now we just want to close everything back up. And there we go. Now Nemesis Prime R5 has the Allspark right inside his chest lens. To transform Nemesis Prime R5 back into his camera, we actually want to start with the hands. And we want to place them right back, and we want to close them up like that. Come here to the other side, lift up on that panel, and we'll just close the fists inside. There we go. Come to the back here. We're just going to push that back, and now we can actually come here to the shoulders, spread those out. And now we can lift up on this whole section here. And at the same time, we're just going to remove the lens. There we go. And now we want to make sure here that we're actually going to get this part out of the way. There we go. And seesaw it the other way so we can bring out the other part all the way. Bring that. Alright. And now we're just going to fold this all the way back, and we're going to get those tabs right underneath, just like that. And now we want to come in here, and we want to make sure that this is actually going to be placing in, and we could take this tab, and we're going to try to make everything's kind of round out. So take this, push it in, the arms will then straighten themselves out. So we're having just like that. And now what we need to do is bring this whole thing in here. And we also want to make sure that these panels stay where they need to, and they're not pushed in, because if they're pushed in, it's going to make things a little difficult. Go. Get that small piece. There we go. Alright, once we have that all tapped in, we can come back here and we can make sure that this is all lined up as well. There we go. And there we go. Everything is fully secured. Come back here to the legs, and we're just going to bring them together. We're also going to bring the shins panels out, and we're just going to bend them forward, and we're going to take these toes, bring them all the way back. There we go. We can actually push this back up to the front. Let's get that like there. Come to this panel, pull this out, Open up that panel, flip the legs in like that, close up on that panel completely, and then this panel, and then close completely. And there we have Nemesis Prime R5 fully transformed back into his camera mode. My final thoughts on Nemesis Prime R5, the Canon camera, is just amazing. The amount of detail that they went into this is just incredible. I'm loving this figure. Everything to me right now is just awesome. It is a sad that there is no waist swivel and there is no ankle articulation, but everything else on this figure is just phenomenal. The paint job, everything, almost just that piece of plastic just seems... I would have to say that Nemesis Prime R5 is pretty much a masterpiece. Could be in the Masterpiece Collection, and owning this is just an honor. And if you're looking for something like this, then I definitely recommend picking him up. And this guy is more than shelf worthy. He can be on your desk, he could be on your coffee table, he could be anywhere. Who knows? He actually might be in your camera case. Well, with that said, I just have to thank you all for watching. If you could just do me a favor and just hit the like and subscribe button down below, let me know in the comments if you think he's shelf worthy. And until next time, you'll be hearing me in the next video. Everybody have a great day!